The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a £5 note. The owl looked up to the stars above and sang to a small guitar. "Oh lovely pussy, oh pussy my love, what a beautiful pussy you are. You are, what a beautiful pussy you are." And now some punk is going to make it out of junk. This is another sculpture made from junk, recycled materials that I did in 2022, and it was inspired by one of my own paintings. I did this painting of the Owl and the Pussycat, I think 2017, 2018, for a private commission, and I'd been making quite a few owls out of old phone parts and junk that was kicking around, as I've shown in a previous video. And I suddenly thought, why not add a pussycat to it, and a pea-green boat, and make a sculpture. I already had the owl, so I began work on the pussycat, which started life as a bunch of containers and bottles and plastic bits and pieces. Then I completely clad the outside with lots of little individual phone parts, keyboards, and if you go back and watch the video on the junk scorpion, you'll see that I got given a huge bag of redundant mobile phone cases and keyboards and accessories, and it's proved to be very, very useful for making these things. Then I had to work on the boat. Now, having measured how much space the cat and the owl make up, I realised I needed to make a bit of a roundish boat, a bit of a fatter boat than you'd expect. And I made it out of foam card, because I had a lot of foam card left over from previous art projects. So it's a bit of a cheat, 'cause it's not really junk. But at least I didn't go out and buy anything new. So I cut out the base, added a backboard, added some struts or buttresses, I don't know what you'd actually call them, and then made a template from cardboard so I knew exactly what would be needed for the two sides of the boat, and then cut that out of foam board and then put it into 3 or 4 segments, which then wrapped around the outside, and it worked quite well. Then I painted the whole thing black, and then I painted it green, and then distressed it with some oil washes and to make it look a bit like rust. I decided this was going to be a metal boat. The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. Well, it's not really beautiful, is it? And it's not really pea-green, I suppose, but a little bit more work, and it'll be okay. So here's our owl in the boat, along with a few props I started to add. I made a guitar, like a flying V guitar, which had the same sort of junky look as the boat from foam card. Now, in the original Edward Lear poem, they took a jar of honey, but I figured that wouldn't sustain them that well on a long sea voyage, so I gave them a nice big Cornish pasty. Because I'm a Cornishman, and because the pasty is my little symbol, I usually build one into every sculpture I do. Then I painted the cat, first of all black, and then using metallic blue, and the whole lot was assembled in the boat. And here's the finished item, which the person who commissioned it was extremely happy with. Always nice to have a happy customer. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. There are more to come, but in the meantime, Toodle-pip. If you've enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing. Or click on some of these links to look at some of the other videos on the channel. Or press the like button. Or leave a comment. It would be lovely to hear from you. Any combination of those 4 things would be wonderful. Thank you very much.